friends become foes in Marvel's Captain America Civil War. Hello everyone, it's me, Ben Almeida, and welcome to the latest edition of Entertainment Zone. I am here today, of course, for my review of Captain America Civil War. Now, the film came out here today in the UK, and I've been to see it, and let me say, this is a film that I think die-hard fans of the Marvel Cinematic Universe are really gonna love. Now, I'm not going to go into spoilers in this video. I may or may not do another separate video about spoilers. I'm undecided yet. But right now, of course, the one big question that I'm sure everyone's asking people who have seen the movie is, what is the new Spider-Man like? We know from the trailers that Spider-Man's in the movie. We know Tom Holland is playing Peter Parker / Spider-Man. So this is what I'm going to say. Without giving too much away. Spidey isn't a major player in the film, but let me tell you, Tom Holland steals the show. Honestly, hands down, Spidey stole the movie. Literally, this is the comic book version of Spider-Man brought to life on screen in the best possible way. Peter Parker's socially awkward, high school kid, and Spidey is full of wisecracks and jokes, and this is like, yes, together Sony and Marvel have finally, they've got Spidey right. So I'm very, very happy with this. I was a little worried about how Tom would do, especially as Tobey Maguire's Spidey is loved so much, and I didn't mind Andrew Garfield in the role either, but Tom Holland just really strikes the whole balance in this, steals the film, and yeah, I think fans are going to love this Spidey. And we should also talk about Aunt May. She features in the film too, Marissa Tomei. I'm not going to tell you too much about her in the film, but what I'll say is it's unusual to have a younger and more attractive Aunt May presented to us on films. And this is pointed out by another character in the film, and I think Marissa's great in her role too, and it's going to be really interesting when Spider-Man Homecoming is released, seeing these two play off each other, Marissa and Tom Holland. I think Tom's done an exceptional job, but of course we're not here to talk about Spider-Man, we're here to talk about the main event, Marvel's Captain America Civil War. Let's go through other general points. So I've talked about Spider-Man being awesome and wisecracks and everything, but Paul Rudd's Ant-Man, oh my god, he's the comic relief of this film. He really is quite funny, and he has a real standout character moment of his own in the film. You'll know what I'm talking about as soon as you see it, and that was just cool and realised to its full potential. Early seeds are sown in the movie too, hinting towards a possible romance between Vision and the Scarlet Witch. Again, I won't go into too much details about this. It happened in the comic books, so hopefully we are going to see this on screen. But the main man himself, Chris Evans, he really proves why Captain America is my favourite comic book hero, both in comics and on film. He really embodies everything that this character's about, and in my opinion, it delivers his best performance as Cap yet. So props to Chris Evans, but also to Robert Downey Jr. Now, we all love him as Iron Man. He is Iron Man. He is Tony Stark. But in this film, he makes Tony / Iron Man a good foe, a really worthy foe for Cap. They really are at loggerheads on this. But at the same time, you could kind of see Tony's point of view. In the comic books, Iron Man was a bit of a jackass in the Civil War storyline. But, with this, you can kind of understand his reasonings. But that said, both in the comic books and this film, I'm very much Team Cap. And you have to remember, this is a Captain America film, so whereas the graphic novel may have had balance on both sides, this does balance more in Cap's side. But you can see both arguments. Scarlett Johansson, I want to say she delivered a really neat performance as Black Widow in this film, and I felt like they really are continuing to add more depth to her character, and the same can be said for Jeremy Renner's Hawkeye too. Now, I've also got to mention another new character, Chadwick Boseman's T'Challa, aka Black Panther. Now, I've loved Black Panther in the comic books for a long time, and my God, did they get him right in this film. He is instantly likeable, and he has a real strong on-screen presence, and he'll be a fine addition to the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and I can't wait for him to get his own solo outing too. Martin Freeman's hyped role was rather forgettable, I've got to say, as was William Hurt's return as Thunderbolt Ross. With him especially, there was no mention from him of Hulk or his daughter Betty, so it was kind of like, for people who are as hardcore into it, they probably won't even remember that this is the guy from Incredible Hulk. Of course, the film also deals with the relationship between Cap and Bucky. It's explored much further, and the readjusting to where their lives are at now, and the tensions between Cap and Iron Man, which have been building up for a while now, especially in Age of Ultron. Obviously this film pits them at loggerheads, so the tension there is explored. The Russo brothers have become old pros now at making Marvel movies, and they really have delivered another grand spectacle for viewers to watch. But at the same time, it's a very character-driven piece. It doesn't feel like a big action movie. Each character gets a good amount of screen time and plot and story, and it really is driven by these characters and their relationships with one another. There's a good blend of action and humour in the film. However, I must admit, there were a few times, only a few, where the pacing did feel a little slightly off. I think this may even be the longest Marvel movie to date, but don't quote me on that. Now, those who are expecting an adaptation of the graphic novel really shouldn't be anticipating that at all. I don't know why you would really, because obviously the MCU doesn't have all the characters from the graphic novel storyline available to them. So whilst parts of the story are quite different to Civil War, the graphic novel, it still delivers a strong, solid, character-driven story that fans are really going to enjoy. So yeah, I'm not going to go into spoilers this time round. What I will say is that I would give this film a solid 4 out of 5. But I'm going to be controversial here and say I did enjoy both Captain America the Winter Soldier and Batman v Superman more, and I know the latter is probably going to piss some people off, but I'm in the camp that actually enjoyed this film. However, that said, this is a strong entry from Marvel. They've got the formula right now, they know what they're doing, and there's times it feels like an Avengers movie, and then there's times where it really feels like an intimate Captain America film, and we explore the relationships of these characters. So fans of the MCU are really going to love this film. I want to know what you think of this film though, so when you've seen it, be sure to come back here and let me know in the comments what you thought. What did you love? What did you maybe not love? Where do you rank it within the MCU on your list of favourites? I want to know. And don't forget, for all the latest TV and film news and reviews, don't forget to subscribe. You can find me on Twitter at BLMaden, that's BLMADEN, and Entertainment Zone's on Tumblr at entertainmentzone.tumblr.com. So take care guys, and until next time, speak to you soon.